Welcome to Life, Love, and Jesus as we're continuing our journey through God's Word following a chronological reading plan. We are still in the book of Ezekiel, and today we are in chapters 25, 26, and 27. Now, before we jump in, I just want to remind you, if you want those one-page overviews of each book of the Bible when I finish each book or close to, then you can sign up for my email list with the link that's in the show notes. Those of you that are waiting patiently for the ones I'm a little behind on, thank you. They will be coming out. And if you have missed any from earlier in the year, you will get the password, be able to get all of those online as well. So if you're interested in those study sheets, go ahead and sign up for that email list and you'll get them automatically. You get all the previous ones as well. With that said, let's just dive into this content, starting with chapter 25 in Ezekiel. And we have been, up to this point in Ezekiel, really talking almost exclusively about Judah and Jerusalem and the judgment on Judah and Jerusalem because of their great sin. We're taking a little bit of a turn here in this chapter where Ezekiel is now prophesying against several other nations that surrounded Jerusalem and Judea and Israel. And chapter 25 starts with a prophecy against Ammon, and then it goes on to a prophecy against Moab and Seir, a prophecy against Edom, a prophecy against Philistia. And a couple times in here, that same phrase is recorded that they will know the reason for the judgment, that they will know that I am the Lord. That's why God's judging them. And then chapter 26 kind of continues that same theme, judgment, prophecies against the nations around Israel. And it's a prophecy against Tyre. And again, the same reason, that you will know that I am the Lord. Tyre is a powerful, wealthy city on the coast that a lot of trading goods come through their city. And so they're very powerful and very wealthy. And God says in this chapter, your wealth won't save you. Your power won't save you. None of that will save you. Judgment's coming on you. And then chapter 27 is the last chapter we're going to be doing today. And it really is a mournful hymn, a lament for Tyre, because she has been a beautiful city and a powerful and wealthy city, and yet because of her sin, she will be judged. And so Ezekiel is commanded just, mourn over the fact that this powerful, beautiful city would not reject sin and so has to be judged. And the rest of the chapter kind of goes through and shares a little bit about all the wealth that comes through Tyre, all the shipments, the goods that passes through her that made her so wealthy. And yet, even that wealth and that power, as great as it was, and it was pretty impressive, was not enough, is not enough to save this city from God's judgment because of her sin. That is the same reason that any city, any people, any individual is ever judged, is because of sin. And just I want to share with you, just through this chapter here, some of the things that I guess you could say Tyre had going for her. She had a very strong army, lots of beautiful ships, powerful ships. She was very wealthy. Many things were bought and sold in the city. And a lot of the surrounding nations kind of depended on Tyre for their trade and their livelihood. Some of the things that are mentioned as going through Tyre in trade and in business are silver and iron and tin and lead and slaves and bronze and horses and war horses and mules, iron and ivory and ebony, emeralds, coral, rubies, rich cloth, purple cloth, embroidered cloth, wheat, honey, oil, other foodstuffs, wine and wool, livestock, spices, precious stones, and gold. And I'm sure that's probably just a partial list. Very wealthy city. Very powerful city. None of her wealth and none of her power will save her from God's judgment. That's our content, pretty short today, just judgment on the surrounding nations. And then we always go to our 3 questions. What do I learn about the Lord? What do I learn about myself? And what do I need to obey, change, or do because of what I've learned in God's Word today? And I'm going to read to you my answer to question number 1 and 2 today. What do I learn about God? God judges all sin everywhere. It's not just about Judah and Jerusalem. God judges sin everywhere it's found, and it is found everywhere. And question number 2, what do I learn about myself? I need to view sin, my sin, as God does. It is horrible, it is terrible, and it is deserving of judgment. It's so deserving of judgment that Jesus had to come and die so that I could avoid that judgment. So I should never take my sin lightly, even in the slightest little bit. There's no such thing as a small sin or a white lie. Every sin cost Jesus his life. That's my answer. What's your answer today? What are you writing in your journal today? Thank you for joining me here today. I hope you'll be back again tomorrow as we continue our journey through God's Word, continue through the book of Ezekiel. Please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and family. Have a wonderful day living for the Lord.